How you doing, everybody? Yeah, it's been a while since I brought a little message. I've been doing some research and looking into a lot of different things, and one of the things that I want to talk about is the fact that a lot of these Alex Jones supporters, they're calling me a co-intelpro. Now, that has me to believe that there really isn't a COINTELPRO against Alex Jones. If I'm like the major COINTELPRO, it just goes to show that Alex Jones is protected. He is the COINTELPRO. He's going right along with the New World Order plans of hiding the Vatican, who is the top of the pyramid. When you see the pyramid and you see the eye at the top, that eye is the eye of Satan. It's working through the Black Pope. And then it goes all the way down. Now, I was looking at William Cooper's Behold a Pale Horse. He has information in there that Alex Jones would never touch. Now, I could see why they wanted to get rid of William Cooper, because this man was telling all. Not only was he covering all the different secret societies, the Masons, but he was putting the Jesuits, the Knights of Malta, as the most powerful group in the midst of all this. Now, Alex Jones has never even mentioned the word Knight of Malta. I think it's the second chapter. He's talking all about the Knights of Malta, who are Knights of Malta, and how they are the most powerful. They are the militia of the Pope. They're the most powerful organization in the world. And he's naming who are Knights of Malta, including Pat Buchanan. He also mentions that Pat Buchanan direct connections to the CIA, and that's not even talking about Thomas Braden. So Cooper had some really good information, and he was spilling the beans on Pat Buchanan. Alex Jones was promoting Pat Buchanan's book, and Pat Buchanan has articles on Alex Jones's website. And Pat Buchanan has Alex Jones's interview with Pat Buchanan on Pat Buchanan's own blog. William Cooper, now, he was saying that the Masons infiltrated the Catholic Church. Now, I could see why he would say that. That's wrong. But I could see why he would say that because they really are so mingled all together, and that this is done on purpose to make it look like they're separate groups. This way they could cause the confusion, and that's what they're meant to do, is to come in and to confuse. They're confusion agents. The Vatican played a part of every different kind of misinformation agent in this country. Now, to confuse, they have to have all these different groups, and they have to, put the blame on another. So you're looking at this group, you're looking at that group. They're mingled all in all these groups, but the Vatican is the power at the top, and always has been, well, for hundreds and hundreds of years. Now, someone was saying, what monarchs were in the papacy? What popes were? Well, look at the Medici family. They had queens of France, and also 3 or 4 popes in the Medici family, which is one of the most powerful families that ever lived. Okay, so there's one. That's just right off the top of my head. Okay, the Medici family had about 4 popes in their family, and the Medici, that comes the medical industry, medical from Medici family, the very, very powerful family, and very powerful Catholic family. I was listening to this Alberto Rivera again, and he was saying that the burnings of the witches, he says that that's just that was a fraud, that they weren't witches, they were Christians. They were calling them witches, but really what they were doing is they were rooting out Christianity. Now, I think that what's going on now with the Islam and the torture and the questioning and stuff, is they're getting ready to practice to take over churches, because churches are going to probably have to go underground in this country. Because slowly, not even slowly but surely, but they're making Christians look like hate groups. They have this this Baptist church, they call it, saying God hates fags and picketing soldiers' funerals. Okay, this is part of the plan where they're trying to cause hatred towards Christians, and they're going to use instances like these people to pass legislation against Christians that they're not going to be able to preach the Bible at all, which says that homosexuality is a sin. The Weishaupt was a Jesuit-trained school. He was a Jesuit and a professor of canon law. He was a Jesuit till the day he died. Okay, he started the Illuminati. They start off all these different branches of the Bilderberger was started by Redinger. He was a Jesuit and he was a Mason. Rupert Murdoch, they're saying that he's half Jewish because his mother's name was Green. Now, if you look at the etymology of Green, that's not Jewish. Jewish people started taking the name Green more recently. But Green goes way back, and its roots are deep in Ireland and England. And Green is not a Jewish of origin name. Okay, that's for sure. Now listen to me. Rupert Murdoch is a Roman Catholic. He is received into one of the highest orders of the Knights of Malta. It is he's a Knight of the Order of Saint Gregory the Great. Now, another person who is in this order, and this is interesting, was this Raskob. Now, he started, basically, they say that he was like one of the main people, Knights of Malta, that started the American branch of the Knights of Malta. And he had the Empire State Building built also. So this Raskob, he was a Knight of the Order of St. Gregory the Great also. So you have Rupert Murdoch, and Rupert Murdoch's daughter, her name is Elizabeth Murdoch, and she's like a businesswoman. She oversees a lot of his businesses, Rupert Murdoch's. Her name is Elizabeth Murdoch, and she was a Roman Catholic. She was married in a Roman Catholic church, and Rupert Murdoch was there. Rupert Murdoch donated $10 million to a Roman Catholic chapel in LA. So Rupert Murdoch's mother, her maiden name was Green, okay? Elizabeth, just like Rupert's daughter. And Raskob married someone, her maiden name was Green also, same spelling, Greene. I think it could also be used, it is used as Green. Now, as I said, the roots of Green go back into Ireland and all this. I'm putting it on my website, okay? Because first of all, Rupert Murdoch, they're saying that he's Jewish. He's not Jewish. He's Roman Catholic, okay? Raskob was Roman Catholic. They're both associated with the name Green, all right? Now, also, William Cooper was saying, spilling the beans on Pat Buchanan. There's a whole section of it in there. And he's also saying the information about John Paul II, how he was a salesman for IG Farben selling that gas, Zyklon B. Okay, not a lot of people know about this, okay? He put it in his book, and it was going all over the place. Patriots were reading it. This was a damaging book. Because it had a lot of information. It has a lot of information about the AIDS virus, attaching that to the Vatican. The AIDS virus was put out there to try to kill us off, and then the guy who did it, but he received from Jesuit University, St. Louis University, Jesuit University, he was given this award called the Sword of Loyola. Now, Loyola was hired by the Vatican. He was hired by them. He didn't go to the Vatican and try to start and persuade them. They were created by the Vatican as a counter-reformation military order. Okay, and not so much by invasion, but by infiltration. That is their specialty. So they've infiltrated into every part of life, everything. Okay. Now, if you could see the problems that we're having in this country, you could see it is very, very deep. Okay, and it's they tell you who they are if you just open your eyes and look at the information. If you look at the Jesuit order, okay, if you look at my website and you look at all the pictures that I have with this red mass, that's another thing I want to talk about. Giuliani is a high-up Knight of Malta. In 2001, him and Cardinal Egan, who is the Archbishop of New York, they are both Knights of Malta, okay? And they oversaw the biggest terror attack in American history and in the history of the world, probably. And in 2001, they were both given prestigious Knight of Malta awards, Giuliani and Egan. Okay, and I have it at my website. Now, if you people would just start looking into what I'm telling you, you would find what I'm finding, okay? That they're Knights of Malta all involved in all this. And Pat Buchanan is a Knight of Malta, okay? Now, William Cooper was spilling the beans on all these Knights of Malta, showing their connection to the CIA, showing their connection to destroying liberties in America. And Alex Jones has him on and promotes his book and is his friend. But this Disney World is all associated with black magic, witchcraft. You have a Jesuit sitting on the board of directors. Roy Disney was given that same exact award of the order, a Knight of the Order of St. Gregory the Great, and so was this other guy. He created the TV Guide. He's also the same knighthood. Now, the Roman Catholic Church is described in the book of Revelation as the mother of abomination and the mother of harlots in the earth. It's the mother of abomination. So it's a mother of every secret society, demonic secret society, the mother of them all. Okay, and it is the truth. These Jesuits are the smartest people on earth. Pat Buchanan is one of the most important men for the Catholic Church in this country. He's done more work for them than probably almost and anybody in recent times, that's for sure. He was the advisor for 3 presidents. All this different stuff was going on, and he walked away from it without a scratch. Okay? Pat Buchanan is Teflon Pat Buchanan. And now he's in the middle of this truth movement. Alex Jones is promoting him. You guys have got to be on some kind of trip. Now, this is my advice to you. Stop doing drugs, okay? And just let the reality of life hit you, okay? Because these drugs and everything are affecting your mind. Marijuana just clouds your mind and your perception. I know it does, okay? I experienced it firsthand. If I told you what happened, something that happened to me involving marijuana, it would blow your mind. Now, let me just tell you something. It's not like I went on a trip or something for marijuana, but something happened right under my nose, and I didn't even have any kind of clue about it because of marijuana, okay? When I got saved 10 years later, it was like crystal clear what happened. And it's very, very, very deep, okay? And I can't go into it, okay? I'm telling you, I can't tell you the details, but I'm letting you know that marijuana is very bad, okay? Now stop smoking marijuana, stop taking mind-altering drugs, and let the reality of life fall upon you. And whatever happens, happens. If you start feeling like you're going out of your mind, cry out to God like I did, and He instantly took all that stuff away from me. Any desire, any pain, any anxiety, any of that stuff was just gone.